Hello, hello! Bl'Artagnan here with Distorted Providence, the Alphanod Chimera Heretic Lufenia Plus fight. We're bringing a team of Terra, Xdeath, and Selfie. Before we get too deep into it, be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, ring that notification bell, leave a comment down below. It really helps the channel out, helps it grow, helps get eyes on it, and helps me understand what's working, what's not. Appreciate the feedback. We're opening up right here with the Xdeath BT. I haven't used this in a while, and it feels good to use it again. Spamming those Omega Swamp. Shoutouts to Black Nero on YouTube. But yeah, it's a fairly specific orb, but not a terribly difficult fight. So cool. It's really sad what happens to Xdeath in the FR era. I'm hoping they do something to make up for that, but it's probably just one of those things where just this mechanic just kind of screws over this character. Anyway. This isn't a JP channel, we'll talk about that later. So, this is allegedly a fight. The devs, they put in work, they gave the bosses animations, they gave it an orb, gave it a little bit of health here and there. In practice, it really isn't anything, because here, the fight is over. This is the end, the fight is done. That's not strictly true. I am going to have to continue pressing Terra's Meltdown and her LD stuff to actually kill them, but the orb is an HP poison orb, and it's actually kind of tight if you're running a conventional team that doesn't just blow the bosses up, or an Xdeath BT, or an Alphanod LD, because it maxes out at 7, and goes down by 1 on player turns, up by 3 on boss turns. So it can be tricky to maintain if you're actually going back and forth with the bosses and expecting them to take turns with an Xdeath call or something. Fortunately, they have no health, and practically no mechanics either. You can see here I'm going to be using Terra's LD a little earlier than I normally would, just to keep the turn count down. We're going to do a 3-turn run, because we can. Leo and Selfie, of course, absolutely bonkers. Terra's bonkers. Xdeath BT effect is no longer bonkers, but it's appreciated here because it keeps the orb in check. They do a couple of things. You saw that Body of Steel thing they do, where they become break immune or delay immune until you deal 4% of their health and damage. Seriously, it goes from once they go from below 80 to below 74, it goes away. It activates at 80, goes away at 74. Ditto at, I think, 30 and 24. Stupid. The only interesting thing, really, beside the orb, is this Heaven's Cry thing they do below 50%, where they warp their turns after you, for 3 actions after you bring them below 50. This would actually be a problem if they didn't only Brave Attack 2/3 of the time. With the stances, 2 of the stances only Brave Attack, and 1 has an AoE HP attack that can hurt you if you don't bring some kind of mitigation. Like, for instance, on this team, if I just rush them down from here without any sort of consideration of that, then I'd probably miss the HP requirement. As it happens, I am aware of this mechanic, and so I brought some basic mitigation in the form of a Warrior of Light Call and a Summon. I actually probably could have gotten away with, I could use a 9 call, a Reno call, especially if I focused A here instead of, getting greedy and wanting to do that splash damage. Could have blown A up and then probably just killed them, but it's okay. Gonna be launching them a bunch. You see with Terra, we're just kind of, hitting them with Terra because she's busted, broken as hell. Has been since her LD, but now even more so with the, Ultima Weapon C90, EX upgrades, all that jazz. Lordy. Absolutely disgusting. And she hits an FR weapon. What a good investment this character is. My god. I suppose if you have a Greed in Terra, you could just, right after they do Heaven's Call, you can, hit them with the Burst Finisher to, get even more nukage out of the way and just, I don't know, blow them up. Not that we're not doing that already. Goodness gracious. But yeah, so that's the fight. And, I mean, that was the fight from 80% onward. These mechanics that they have aren't really going to stop us, as you can see. They don't really do anything. It's okay. Like I said, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I'm hopeful that the next fight that we have will be a little bit more engaging. I think it might be a global first fight, so thank you, Warrior of Light Call, keeping us safe from 1%. Of course, they got us throughout the 1%. Anyway. And they missed the Brave Attack. Impressive. Incredible. Absolutely overwhelming. And with that, let's bring it home. There we go. Chimera's down. Lufenia out of the way. I should probably give myself the Lufenia armor. I don't know. Whatever. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching through to the end, and I will see you in the next video. Leave a comment down below telling me what you think, and you stay frosty, my friend. Adios.